what I want you guys to do is after you hit it, no matter if you hit it bad, good, hold that pose like you're gonna be on a magazine, okay? Anytime you're getting to this right here, where it's sharp and up and out, and the tee's coming out and breaking, you're probably too close and too high up.
About 8 years ago, we saw a need in the local DISD community where we could have a larger impact.
Attaboy.
We created what was Fairway to Success. Fairway to Success is a unique partnership between the Northern Texas PGA, United Way of Dallas, and Deloitte, really focused on helping students first graduate from high school and then giving them the opportunity to pursue higher education in college. Each year we award $20,000 scholarships to deserving students. The funding, all the funding for Fairway to Success comes from our colleagues at Deloitte. It's also enabled by a lot of volunteers. There's a lot that has to happen beyond just giving dollars for scholarships to really execute a program like Fairway to Success.
The Northern Texas PGA came to the table with outstanding golf professionals who commit their time and energy and resources to really drive this program going forward. And we worked closely with the United Way to identify the right schools and the right programs where we could have the greatest impact.
Most sets of clubs will have numbers on the bottom from P all the way through to 3, okay? All of those clubs do something different. Which one do you think is going to go further? You say 3? You say 9? 3. Now, because
it is about golf and it is about scholarships, and it kind of started there, but we learned so many lessons, and it's about so much more than that. It's about exposing these students to something they have likely not experienced before and teaching them some great life lessons like etiquette and respect, patience, practice, determination.
So I want you to be a little bit longer on the way back and just be a little bit slower. We don't have to rush it too much. We're aggressive, but we don't have to rush it. Awesome, girl. That's what I'm talking about. There it is. Give me a high five. That's fantastic. You see how there's a little bit more turn through the ball with your body?
These scholarships are life-changing to them. Most of these students have a ton of potential, but they aren't likely to have the opportunity, and so this helps make that opportunity more likely for them. Probably the most impactful part of this program now is the mentorship program, and we have a number of Deloitte colleagues who invest their personal time and their personal talents in mentoring these students, helping them make wise decisions as they approach completion of high school, and then helping them make wise decisions as they transition into college, and then helping them make wise decisions as they are in college, as they pursue their academic careers and then ultimately their professional careers.
You just gotta, put those down, all the things that you can think of, and they're all good things.
We do twice yearly reunion lunches and golf outings. We really have a lot of touch points with the students that's unique to a scholarship program. Usually you find they're awarded and then that's it. You might check in with that student once a year to see how they're doing, but there really is no support during the school year, and we're opposite of that. We're very much hands-on.
All the kids, whenever I see them at any of the events or occasions, tell me that they're basically a friend. It's someone that is on their side and has their back and supports them no matter what they're going through. Even after they've graduated from college, these kids still talk to these mentors.
Enjoy today and not worry about that, okay?
Many of these students come from backgrounds where they're the first person in their family to graduate from high school, much less the first person in their family to go to college.
My dad has been a tailor since he's come to the country. He started off at Neiman Marcus, but he was laid off, and there was one point.
I live in a house with 7 people, including myself. I have never really had my own space, and at 3 I lost my mother, and and my father is not with us either. And
because there's many kids that's my age that have sickle cell, and they believe they won't be able to be successful because of the disease. However, I want to be able to be that person to become successful and be the role model for those that don't believe.
The vast majority of them are very much in poverty. That being said, you couldn't tell by the way they walk through the halls. They're very happy. They don't let things hold them down. Sometimes they can't necessarily overcome an obstacle without a bit of help, and that's kind of what this program was designed to do.
We decided to have a day at Deloitte where we would bring 15 scholarship finalists in to the office, spend some time with them, get to know them, share a little bit more about us. Little did we know that this would take off and really become a tremendous mentoring and learning opportunity, not just for the scholarship finalists, but for us at Deloitte.
It was awesome to see all of the finalists in the office, because when you think about it, most of them have not had a chance to be in an office. So their idea of what an office is from whatever they've seen on TV.
Opening up their perspectives, allowing them to see new things is one of the greatest values that we bring not only to our winners, but also to all of our finalists who get to come to the office.
Are you monitoring your presence on social media? We've all talked about how we're getting engaged. We're talking about the benefits of it, but do you know what you're putting on there, and are you thinking about it? That's the question.
It doesn't even stop there. I've heard them tell multiple times, and they'll tell their younger brothers and sisters that there is stuff out there. Those buildings and those jobs are things that we could attain and we're good at it, versus it doesn't just end at the individuals that come into the office. It trickles down to the schools and to their friends and peers and younger siblings.
Think about it from that perspective. The office visit's a time where it's easy to get people who don't know a lot about the program to come down and meet these students, and every time you do that, people get more and more excited. Then they want to get involved, and they realize how impressive these students are.
We're going out, meeting them, getting to know the school administrators, getting to see them in their environment, maybe even going and playing golf with them. And this is a great time for us to be able to showcase who we are, what we're about. Obviously getting to do the tour and show them all the different types of conference rooms, virtual conferencing, all that. It's just, it's cool. It's cool to see their eyes light up.
You interact with the students and see the obstacles they've overcome with, and how far and successful they are in college, and some of them post-college going to graduate degrees, getting great jobs. It motivates me on what I could do in my life, and what was so difficult in my week versus challenges other people have had, and how could I take that passion that they have and help it better my life.
The change in their maturity, their discipline, it is so gratifying. But it also impacts the entire school. I think that there's something I would call a halo effect with the schools where the students have been. Those kids tend to become leaders, and that changes their peers, their family, and those following along behind them.
First of all, golf is a lot harder than I initially thought it to be. But other than that,
I graduated from the great W.W. Samuel High School. I then attended Texas A&M University of Commerce, where I now am a senior pursuing a health and human performance degree. I've loved every second of college, and Fairway to Success has a lot to do with that.
Mainly with the scholarship, it has really made college so much more easier.
I can volunteer a lot more of my time because I'm not so dedicated to making ends meet at every semester's ends.
The opportunity to expend your time on other things, such as like studying abroad or being able to become an RA.
Students like Monterio to come back and give back, and for the new kids to actually see, oh, that's a Samuel student. He went to my school. He graduated from Samuel. I can do that in 4 years, in 5 years.
You know what a big impact and how much it really means to these students when you get to see their reaction when they find out they are the scholarship recipient.
Results are, we knew that you guys were friends, so we thought, well, we'd bring them in together and be able to share with you who's going to be our winner. We only have a certain amount of scholarships to give, and so with that all being said, we're actually going to be giving 2 scholarships to both of you. So Mariel and Jocelyn, congratulations. You are our winners. Congratulations. Tafara, this is yours. And Rakisha, this is yours. So just want to have you open it up, and you can read the letter, and you'll see who is our winner on the left side. What does that first word say?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
What does yours say?
Congratulations.
We have 2 from Lincoln this year? you read it out loud for us?
All right. Dear TJ, congratulations. You have been selected to receive a Deloitte Justin Leonard Scholarship in the amount of $20,000 to be used for your pursuit of a college education. There will be a scholarship. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Means a lot, man. I appreciate it.
I don't think that when people first get involved with our program, they realize how much it's going to impact them in a positive way, in a personal way.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the principal's office, Mom.
For what?
Yeah, you remember Katie?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
What is it, TJ?
You remember that scholarship I was telling you about?
Yes.
Yeah. It said, yeah, yeah.
When you read applications, you realize how impressive these students are. And then once you actually hear it from the students during the awards banquet and actually hear their stories and really put a face with a name.
And I had straight A's on my report card. However, they looked the same as the last 6 weeks, and my father was like, you're not getting any better. I'm like, I'm number one in the class. What else could I do? But I sat down and thought about it one day. I'm like, you know what? You're right. How come I can't make that 95 into a 99 or a 92 into a 96? So, you know, to myself, I like to tell myself, satisfactory leads to failure. So never become satisfied with where you are, because you can always get better. Because once you become satisfied, you will sooner or later fail. And thank you for the opportunity.
Influence on me. I never really had a mentor. So to be offered the opportunity to get a mentor is just amazing. You've been a huge impact.
I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, I appreciate you. All right. Hey, yeah, he's like the coolest, most down-to-earth person. And just having a conversation with you made a big difference for me. Like Katie said, I'm part of the family now, and everybody's family now. I love you guys. We're our family.
I always tell people that Fairway to Success is the most heartwarming and heart-wrenching program or any professional opportunity I've ever had to be part of, because it's you see a lot of great successes for students who just needed a little push, and you also see a lot of students who you believe in so much and you think are going to be able to make it and they don't, and that's hard to swallow sometimes, and Deloitte just keeps pushing to make that heart-wrenching part happen less and the heartwarming part happen more, and that's what we continue to evolve with.
I think the future of Fairway to Success looks bright. This is a program that we could scale and take to a whole new level, and having interviewed a number of these students, every time I walk out of these interviews thinking, I wish we could do more. I wish we had more resources. I wish we had more people involved. So I think we can just continue to scale this. I'd like to continue to explore ways to involve other organizations to broaden the scope and the scale of the program, but without losing its uniqueness.
It's fantastic that Fairways to Success is in 3 schools and serving 200 kids, but the need is so much bigger. There are many, many schools in the Dallas district and many, many students that could benefit from this program.
These are experiences that kids take with them for life. It's special, it's memorable, it's positive, it's supportive, and without these additional people in their lives, some of these kids might not have been as successful.